Hi everybody, my name is Jessica Lakir.
And I'm Katie Bush.
And today we're going to be talking about team roles and where you fit in team roles. So, first off, we're going to recommend that you take the questionnaire. If you just press on the link below the video, you'll be able to access it. We recommend that you do this before watching the rest of this video because you'll be able to figure out what your different roles are and also learn about, as you watch this video, learn about the other roles that you need to deal with while in your team group. So, there are three major types of roles that you can be. You can be a social role, a boundary spanning role, or a task role. So, social roles. Social roles serve to keep the team operating more efficiently. They seek to keep the team cohesive and keep the team from suffering from any losses or biases. There are three major types of social roles that you can be in a group, and these are the executive, driver, and chairman. First off, we're going to talk about the executive. So the executive is the organizer of the group. Part of their duties include making team timelines, production schedules, and task sequencing. The executive is generally disciplined and eager to get the job done. They help keep the team on track and also suggest changes to the team process. They quickly turn the ideas of a team into concrete actions and practical plans. The next role we're going to talk about is the driver. The driver has several different tasks it needs to complete. The first role is to keep the team motivated as it has to keep the team moving forward. They can be energetic and ambitious, so the person should help initiate discussions about potential obstacles the team might face. The driver should also help settle disagreements on issues brought up. The last social role is the chairman. The chairman is in charge of coordinating the team. Typically, the chairman deals with team members respectfully and tries to keep an open mind. Because of the traits associated with the chairman, he can help bring and keep the team together. The chairman should also support the team with expertise. Next, we're going to be talking about one boundary spanning role. The boundary spanning role deals with activities outside of the team. With the information they collect, this helps increase the overall effectiveness of the team. The boundary spanning role is the explorer. The explorer has three major roles. The first role is to connect the team to the larger organization, and as they are generally inquisitive and investigative, they should gather information about the bigger picture. The explorer should also keep the organization informed of the team's activities, goals, and successes.
Lastly, we have the task role. This role is pretty self-explanatory. It focuses on the tasks at hand for the group. It's concerned with the strategies and the managing of execution of the goals of the group. They are the innovator, analyst, completer, team player, and the expert. First, we have the innovator. It's really important for the innovator to have a strong imagination, and they're definitely going to want to be a creative thinker and an original thinker. They play a critical role in how the team approaches a problem. So instead of seeing the problem, they're going to be able to think outside of the box and arrive at a unique solution or a unique way of looking at the problem. They're definitely someone who's more independent, and they're kind of going to be outside of the group, focusing in on the problems. They're going to think outside of the box, and this does make them kind of a loner, but then they have to be able to bring that back to the group and be comfortable discussing their ideas openly with the group. Next, we have the analyst, who's also someone who's going to be sort of a loner. They're a little bit more reserved and critical of the activities that are going on in the group. They're going to react to plans and ideas rationally and sensibly rather than getting emotional or looking at some of the social aspects of the group. They're going to play the devil's advocate at times, and they're going to make sure that everything is being examined thoroughly and that everything is being looked at from all sides of the issue. They're going to sometimes be seen as an outcast, especially when they're in that devil's advocate role, but they're going to hold the team accountable for their thinking so that everything is analyzed and the best solution is created. Next is the completer. The completer is conscientious of the entire picture, the big picture of what's going on. They're going to be concerned when any errors come up. They're going to keep the team focused on the task at hand and reaching the end of that task. They're going to polish the work, scrutinize it, and make sure that everything has been covered and that it's complete for the group presentation. And they're going to kind of be the person who puts the bow on the end of the project and make sure everything is, every T is crossed and I is dotted. We have the team player, who is borderline social role, but the team player is going to look at the activities and make sure that everyone is being heard, especially when anyone is discussing anything about the project. They need to be someone who is caring, empathetic, and is a really good listener so that they're able to listen to what everyone is saying and sympathize with people when they need to be sympathized with if they're not being heard. They definitely want to be good collaborators and open to working with everyone in the group. And also, if any conflicts arise, they're definitely going to want to mediate those conflicts. Lastly, the expert is, for the task role, is someone who's really knowledgeable about the task and is kind of an expert in that specific problem that the group is facing or trying to figure out. They are going to stay focused on the task, and they are probably going to be working alone, but at the same time they have to be able to bring their expertise to the rest of the group and present it in an effective way. So someone who's a really good trainer or really good at explaining things, even if they are a little bit more reserved, is going to fit really well into that role. It's definitely okay for you to fit into multiple roles. If your survey showed that you kind of had even numbers across the board or had the same number for several different roles, that's totally fine. It's normal for you to fit into several of the task roles or several of the social roles or even cross boundaries. It's definitely helpful in a smaller group where you don't have as many people and multiple people will have to cover those roles. But if you implement these roles into your group, and if you're knowledgeable about how you fit into the group and the role that you can play, your groups will definitely be more successful.
Thank you.